Force Adventure Outdoors.
Welcome to Force Adventure Outdoors. I'm your host, Carlton Meadows, or as the girls call me, Coach Carlton. I've been coaching softball for almost 20 years now, and this is going to be like no other outdoor adventure show you've ever seen. Each week we're going to highlight some great softball action from my team, DC Force, and then myself and the pro staffers, Coach Buzz, Mark, Alan, my two daughters, Sarah and Stephanie, and my stepson, Mason, are going to bring you some awesome and unbelievable outdoor adventures. See, I believe the future of our sport, what we love, hunting, the outdoors, depends on us getting our youth involved. And from the ages of 3 and really even younger, both my daughters did everything with me: hunting, fishing, riding, shooting. It was our family time, and it was unbelievable, and some memories I'll never forget. And then my stepson, at the age of 8, when I met his mom, started hanging out with me, and 10 years later, you can't get him out of the outdoors. Each week we're going to highlight some of our youth, some girls from the softball team, past and present. Some of them may be in their 20s now, but played ball with me when they were 7 and 8 years old. I know you're going to love it. This is Force Adventure Outdoors.
Something like you. I see you dancing over there with your girlfriends. Got you fine self showing off that suntan. You keep smiling that smile at me like you're reading my mind. And you know I need a sweet little something like you got standing there red hot. Little tank top, looking like you must be straight out of the country. Honey, what I wouldn't do for a sweet little something like you.
Hi everyone, Sarah again. This week on Force Adventure Outdoors, the girls are in West Cobb playing a softball tournament, and Dad and I will be in Middle Georgia at our property going deer hunting. It's one of the many weekends that I will never forget. Been going hunting with Dad since I was 6 years old. I hope you guys really enjoy this episode, and I will see you guys later.
This week on our outdoor segment, Sarah and I have a 3-day deer hunt down at my property in Middle Georgia. I know as a parent you can relate to this. If you have children that are in their 20s and 30s, they have full-time jobs, their own families, a spouse, their kids, it's difficult just to plan something and spend time with them. And when we started planning this deer hunt, I was so excited. Sarah had not hunted with me in several years, and my stepson Mason was going with us, and we had an absolutely amazing weekend. We hunted, we grilled out, we rode four-wheelers, we shot some guns, we played some pool, we laughed, we joked, we just had a ball. It's not about the animal you shoot or the game that you bag. It's about spending time with your family and your friends and your loved ones in the outdoors and just enjoying life and having fun. I lost my father a couple of months ago, and I can't tell you how many times in the last few months I haven't just stopped and thought and had a memory of all the amazing things we did and all the outdoor adventures he included me on, from the time I was a small child to in my adulthood. and all the things that he taught me, hunting, fishing, shooting, and how to fix everything. And I can't tell you how many times in the last months I haven't looked up to the heavens and said, thank you, Dad. Thank you for spending all the time you spent with me. Because of you, I now can do the same thing with my family and my friends and my loved ones. I know you're going to love this. Stay tuned. This is Force Adventure Outdoors.
O'clock in the morning, and Sarah and I had been sitting in the deer stand since before sunrise, and we're a little bored, so we decided to get the video camera and just kind of be silly for a minute and play.
There's Sarah and Carlton. We're not seeing any freaking deer.
It's so cold.
It's not that cold, but it's cold.
It's cold.
Looks like we're fixing to go around the 7-Eleven. Maybe we can see some deer at the 7-Eleven. This week the girls are in West Cobb and playing a tournament that I felt like was one of our better tournaments of the year. We've already won our first game of the morning against a team I felt like we should beat, but it was still a good game. But we're about to play our second game against a team that I feel like is our stiffest competition. We're the home team. It's the bottom of the second. We're already down 3-0, but we have bases loaded with one out. And I'm thinking to myself, this is our chance. We can score some runs. We can get back into this game. We can pull this second game out, advance through the afternoon, make it to the championship, and bring that championship trophy home. The girls play an awesome game. It's an awesome tournament. I know you're going to love it. DC Force Softball, Force Adventure Outdoors. Stay tuned.
It's the bottom of the second. We're down 3-0, but we got something brewing. We got bases loaded with one out, and Maddie's up to bat. With that ball being hit on the ground, everyone moves up, and Katie scores from third base, make the score 3-1. Unfortunately, Maddie's thrown out at first by the second baseman, and now Ainsley's up to bat with 2 outs and runners at second and third. Wow, not sure about that call. Rachel, oh man, bad luck. Ball got away from the catcher. She tries to score from third with a head first dive, and she's called out at home, and the inning ends with Ainsley batting. Score 3-1. Well, we gave up. Sarah and I were just playing with the video camera, and you saw in a previous clip where we were cutting up, talking about going to the 7-Eleven, and maybe we'd see some deer at the 7-Eleven, and it's not 3 minutes later, and I look to my right, and here comes a deer 30 yards away from us, walking straight towards the sand. and this little spike buck comes right up underneath the stand. I mean, we literally could have dropped something out of the stand and hit it on top of the head, and it looked straight up at us, and both of us are just looking, going, holy crap, don't move, don't say anything, don't breathe. And the deer just kind of looks up at us, and then it just kind of walks off down the trail. And so as it's walking off, I have the video camera in my hand. I turn it on real quick just to get some footage of it as it's walking off, and me and Sarah are just both shaking our heads. We just got through saying we haven't seen any freaking deer, and 3 minutes later, here comes a deer walking right past us. This goes to show you never know when one's going to pop out of nowhere and come walking right down the trail. Two in the top of the third. It's 5-1 now. Angela's back up to bat. She was batting when Rachel got thrown out at home. And we're going to get 2 quick outs here. First 2 batters. Ainsley hits a little line drive to left field that's caught. And then Kaylee's going to come up to bat. And unfortunately, Kaylee strikes out. And all of a sudden, there's 2 outs in the bottom of the third. And we're still down 5-1.
Come on, Kaylee. Come on, Cam.
So Kaylee goes down swinging. That gives us 2 outs in the bottom of the third. Cameron's coming up to bat now. This is a good at bat by Cameron. She sees a lot of pitches, makes something happen, trying to get us a base runner on base. Go get him, Cameron.
Come on, Cameron. Come on, Cameron.
All right, we've shot it about, I don't know, 10 or 12 times, got it sighted in at 50 yards. Now we're going to shoot one at 100. Let's see what happens. Up and down, dead on, and I shot about half an inch to the left. That might have been me jerking it. Let's do it again, see what happens. Hit the same identical spot the first one did though. camera out. Not as easy to get back on target as the 223 is.
We're back to the action in the bottom of the third. We've got 2 outs. Cameron just walked, and now Jazz is up to bat. Our camera person in this particular tournament is Heather, which just happens to be Jasmine's mother. And
Come on, Jazz!
I'm going to tell you, this is probably one of the best at-bats I saw all year, and definitely in this tournament. Jazz just keeps on battling, and finally gets a pitch that she can hit in fair territory, and causes the shortstop to have to range. And just take a look at this and see what happens. Good job by Cameron. The ball gets away from the catcher again, and Cameron's on her toes, gets to second base. Now we got a runner in scoring position with 2 outs, and Jazz is still up there battling.
Come on, Jazz!
Go ahead, let's go, man.
Early, baby, early. Thanks. Come on, Jazz! Come on, Jasmine! Work too hard now. Oh, man! Come on, Jazz! Over here, baby, over here! Come on, Jasmine.
Has the range to her right. Throws the ball a little off. Jasmine's hustling down the line, gets in there safely. After 8 pitches, Jasmine is safe on first, and Cameron moves up to third. Got the new 308 sighted in. I went back inside and got Sarah and Mason, and they came out to the shooting range with me, and we just shot some different guns, shot the 223, the 308, sighted in a couple of the rifles. Just had a great time. It warmed up a little bit. The weather was awesome. And after we got through shooting on the shooting range, we just took off on the 4-wheelers, went for a ride a couple miles away down the road, and a real good friend of mine, Miss Jean, had just passed away recently, and she had a farm over at her house. And we just went over there, and we just took care of the animals, watered them, mended a couple of fences. She's got cows and pigs and goats and chickens, and we hung around for probably a good 45 minutes to an hour just playing with the animals, and then went back to the house and got ready to hunt some more. Definitely got something working now. 2 straight base runners have reached. Katie Slocum's up to bat. Still 2 outs, but we got runners at first and third. Come on, Katie, let's bring somebody in here.
Come on, Slocum!
No harm, ladies, no harm.
Ball's hit right down the line. Cameron scores. Third baseman tries to throw Jazz out at second, but Jazz is hustling. Gets in there safely. Makes the score 5-2. We've got runners on first and second, and now Katie Thompson's coming up to bat. Let's see what happens.
Come on, Katie!
Look at that play by Coach Buzz. You can tell he played a little ball over the years. Good job, Coach. Way to get that ball.
Line. Stop.
Katie hits a little blooper that drops into right field. Jazz scores all the way from second, and Katie both move up to second and third when the right fielder tries to throw Jazz out at home. So now it's a 5-3 score. We've got 2 more runners in scoring position, and Rachel's coming up to bat.
Come on, Rachel!
All right, Rachel does her job, draws a walk, and that loads the bases up. Still 2 outs, but we picked up 2 runs. It's 5-3, and now bases loaded. Rachel at first, and Katie at second and third. It's the second morning of mine and Sarah's little weekend hunt, and sun's just come up. There's a group of turkeys that have been roosting in the trees just out in front of the clear cut, and they start flying down one by one. And just listen to the sounds and the action as the woods erupt, and it's just an awesome time being in the woods first thing in the morning. pick the action back up. Remember, Rachel has just walked to load the bases, 2 outs, 5-3 score, and now Tia, our pitcher, is coming up to bat. Tia, make something happen here, babe. We got a lot of runners on base.
Right here, baby. Right here. Right here. You got this line all day. Down. Down.
Tia drops that ball right over the shortstop's head, and with 2 outs, runners are moving. 2-run score. We've tied it up 5-5. Rachel moves over to third.
No.
Still 2 outs with runners on first and third, and we're still cooking. Sarah and I are sitting in the stand, and all of a sudden, this deer just start running out of the hardwoods from the right. We barely had time to get the camera on and set, and a nice doe walks out across, exactly what we're looking for. Sarah gets ready to shoot. Unfortunately, the deer walks out of camera frame just as she takes the shot, but she dropped it right in the middle of the clear cut. Awesome shot, Sarah. Good job. There are several other does still running around out in the clear cut after Sarah's shot, and we decided at this point that I'm going to take a shot and see if I can drop one in the clear cut, and both of us get a deer on the same morning. And as you can tell from the footage, the deer comes back into the frame. I get ready to take a shot, and I take a shot, and the deer bolts and runs right back into the hardwoods where it came from, and we get a little surprise later. Thought I had missed, but like I said, we get a surprise. Tia just singled over the shortstop head, bringing in 2 runs. Once again, that makes the score 5-5. I'm going to bring in a pinch runner here for my pitcher, Tia. Josie's going to come in and take our place, and got Josie on first. Rachel's still over at third, and Jordan's up to bat with 2 outs. Tie ball game. Let's keep this going, girls.
Come on, Jordan.
Jordan hits a shot in the gap all the way to the fence, scores 2 runs. She does miss the stop sign by Coach Buzz over at third, gets thrown out trying to get back, but we're up 7-5. Awesome hit, Jordan. Sarah and I are still sitting in the stand, and there's deer still running all over the place in the clear cut, and we're kind of just sitting there biding our time because Mason's a couple hundred yards behind us, and we're hoping that maybe one of the deer will run out there where he is, and he'll get a shot, and we can get another deer down. And all of a sudden, this deer comes out of the hardwoods, and I'm like, you know what? I just missed a little while ago. I'm kind of feeling kind of cruddy, and like if this deer gets in front of us and we get it back on camera, I'm going to take a shot and see if I can drop a deer.
Right.
Still thinking I've missed the first deer at this point. Take a look at this and see what happens. deer walks right back into frame. I take a shot, drop it straight down, about a 140-yard shot straight out in front of us in the clear cut. And now Sarah and I both have a deer down in the clear cut, and we're still kind of waiting to see what might happen with Mason behind us. All right, we picked the action back up at the top of the fourth. We just had an unbelievable offensive inning, scoring 6 runs in the bottom of the third. We're up 7-5. Cameron's hustling over to back at the play at first. That's out number 1. Let's get 2 more and bring this game home, girls.
Oh, you're fine. Which one? I don't think. No, I didn't. No, but I was sitting right there at first. It was a tie. It was a tie. Like right when the ball hit her foot. Yeah. Yeah. It was. You're right. Yeah. I'm gonna start telling you bad. I'm gonna start going, that was a terrible call. Just kidding. They always give me a hard time. They're like, we hear you talking on that video camera all the time.
Sarah and I sit for about 30 more minutes, and we go to recover the 2 deer that are down in the clear cut, and notice something a little strange. We go to where the second deer we're standing at, and we find a blood trail, and the blood trail leads to the hardwoods, the direction we saw the deer run. Turns out I actually grazed the deer in the neck, and it ran right back into the hardwoods and expired right there. And 3 deer down. Awesome morning. Awesome cap off to the weekend we had. Couldn't have asked for a better time. Great company. Nice hunting, and we've got lots of deer meat for the camp. All right, we've got 2 outs, top of the 4th. Just need 1 more out, ladies. Time's about to expire in this game. We're the home team. If we can just get this one out here, I think we should be good. Go get them, Tia. Right here, babe. Tia retires the batter on 3 straight pitches. That's out number 3. Inning over. Everybody's coming in high-fiving. Awesome game. Just keep it going. We got a little bit more time left. But 7-5 score, force ahead at this point. Coming up to bat in the bottom of the 4th inning. We didn't even get 1 batter in the batter's box good, and the buzzer sounded. Time was over with in the game. But this game set the pace for us for the rest of the tournament. And you can see from the picture from Katie and Rachel, we ended up finishing first place in the tournament, brought home the championship. It was a great tournament, great game. Awesome job, girls.
We hope you enjoyed episode 2 of Force Adventure Outdoors. As you can tell from the footage, the girls had an awesome game, come from behind win, being down 5-1 and coming back and pulling it off. And then we ended up winning the tournament. Awesome weekend. Stay tuned for further softball action and more upcoming episodes.
And I hope you guys really enjoyed mine and Dad's deer hunt in Middle Georgia. More to come, and also my alligator hunt in a few weeks. So I hope you guys enjoyed this week's episode, and we will see you guys next week.
Remember, it's all about getting other people involved. Take your wife, take your husband, take one of your kids, take a neighbor that's never been hunting and fishing before, and get them involved in the outdoors so that they then can turn around and take someone else out. And this awesome heritage that we love and that we enjoy doing will be continued. Stay tuned for future episodes with more great softball and outdoor adventure action. We know you're going to love it. This is Force Adventure Outdoors.
Black marks on that county road where we drag raced our pickups and Mustangs and weathered all the sun and rain. And to this day up on that overpass, even underneath the new paint, you can still see Allie, will you marry me? I'll take a ride, look around, and there ain't no doubt mark on us. We sure left our mark on it. We let the world know we were here with everything we did. We laid a lot of memories down like tattoos on this town. There's still a rope burn on that hangs over the river. I still got the scar swinging out a little too far. There ain't a corner of this hallowed ground that we ain't laughed or cried on. It's where we loved, lived, and learned real wild stuff. It's everything we're made of. It sure left its mark on us. We sure left our mark on it. We let the world know we were here with everything we did. We laid a lot of memories down like tattoos on this town. Like tattoos on this town. Everywhere there we are, it hits me right in my heart. It sure left its mark on us. We sure left our mark on it. We let the world know we were here.
Thank you for watching. From all the pro staff team, Coach Carlton, Coach Buzz, Alan Benton, Mark Cochran, my daughter Sarah Meadows, my daughter Stephanie Meadows, my stepson Mason Cochran. This was Force Adventure Outdoors. Music by Jason Aldean.